Someone has rightly said, welcome the task that makes you go beyond yourself. Annual Day is a day which is looked forward to with utmost anticipation and excitement. It is an occasion that spreads joy and serves as a platform for students to exhibit their unique talents and build their confidence. The day kindles a spirit of togetherness through which students showcase their talents despite the difficult times. This year, we are celebrating the Diamond Jubilee of our independence. With a lot of hard work and determination, the Diamonds of BCG are ready to mesmerize us with their performance today. I'm sure they are going to shine the glitter of real diamonds and make us all proud. Let us dive into the children's paradise and relive our childhood days with them. Parents, a kind request throughout the program, please keep yourself on mute. Now, I request our parents and students to kindly rise for the Gurukul song.
We are the Loudly. Thunder and lightning. Oh, poor Owen. Oh, poor. Hello everyone, presenting to you a modern fable about a young turtle who, since being struck by lightning, is afraid of everything. The baby turtle shells out a lot of courage in order to face his fear of thunderstorms. Let's welcome our friend's performance in the play, The Shell Shocked Turtle.
Owen, you've got to come out so we can get to move on. Even though Owen knew his sister was right, he was still too scared to come out of his shell. You see, Owen was a baby turtle who had recently experienced his first thunderstorm. And ever since then, Owen was afraid of everything. And when I say everything, I mean everything. Chopping crickets, little field mice, the moonlight, even the slightest bit of wind rattled Owen's shell. Of all eggs that Mama laid was still only two haven't reached water yet. I am sorry, but I just can't do it. Come on, Owen. Come on, Owen. You can do. This is just something you have to face. There's going to be tougher things and after deal within just a little storm. Just a little storm? You thought that a little storm? The lightning bounced off my shell for crying out loud. Well, I must admit, it was amazing to see, but it did bounce off you. Owen, why are you so afraid now? Where there's one, there's bound to be another. Maybe next time the lightning bolt doesn't bounce off. Then I'm goner.
Look, Owen, if we don't find a farm food, we are all going to be goners. And besides, the chances of you getting struck by lightning again are probably 1 in a million.
Yeah, which means it could happen.
Right.
Right. And I am going to win the Miss Turtle Universe Beauty Pageant. You're going to have to trust me, Owen. Since you were the last set to have, I had to look after you. That's the rule. You have to all my baby brother.
You hatched 40 you hatched 40 seconds before he did. What makes you so grown up?
I'm not all grown up, but like it or not, I'm still his older sister. And unlike him, I'm not afraid of everything under the sun. Ha 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 ha. Shani laughed and laughed and laughed some more. Shani laughed so hard her shell nearly fell off. But Shani's laughter wasn't enough to get Owen out of his shell. Nice try, but I'm still not resting it. As Owen made his stance clear to Shani, a little turtle named Roxy walked up to ask for direction.
I hope I am not disturbing you, but could you please tell me where to find the Pike Lake?
To Owen, Roxy was the most beautiful he had ever seen. And for the first time since the big storm, Owen didn't feel afraid. Without hesitation, Owen popped out of his shell to offer Roxy assistance, but then felt too shy to say anything to her.
Shani pointed to where she believed Pike Lake to be and asked Roxy if she wanted help finding it.
It shouldn't be too hard to find. Thanks for the help and we'll meet again someday.
As Roxy walked away, Owen felt empty. Even though Owen hadn't said a single word to Roxy, he knew he had to see her again. And that thought alone turned Owen's emptiness into joy. You see, Shani, I'm not afraid. I'm out of my shell, and nothing will ever scare me again. But before Owen could utter another word, he jumped with fright. He had heard a loud thump.
What is it now, Owen?
Oh, I just heard the most awful sound in the world. A sound of thunder. Another storm must be on the way. So you see, friends, bad habits die hard. Owen had never changed.
Poor Owen. That was indeed a funny play. We all have heard a lot of stories and songs from our grandparents. There are some songs that we always like to listen and to sing. Can you guess a song that has more the peacock in it? Let's listen to the melodious Hindi recitation that describes what happens when someone takes away your things.
मोले गए बाकी जो बचा काले चोले गए नानी तेरी मोजी को मोले गए बाकी जो बचा काले चोले गए
हाँ उसके बाद
Humming the rainbow. Humming the rainbow wasn't it? We are the world, we are the children, we are the ones who make a brighter day. On that note, our friends brighten our day with their heavenly voice, a song filled journey around the globe. It's a small world.
It's a world of laughter, a world of cheers. It's a world of hopes and a world of fears. There's so much that we share that it's time you're aware. It's a small world after all. 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 It's a small world. There is just one moon, I'm in golden sun, and a smile means friendship to everyone. Though the mountains divide and the oceans are wide, it's a small world after all. 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 It's a small world. It's a world of laughter, a world of peace. Of hopes and a world of yes and all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after all. It's a small world after the small world.
Now, I request our principal, Miss Poonam Arora, to share her message with the parents.
Good day, dear parents, my dear children and teachers. Welcome to Crescendo, the annual cultural meet of the primary section. Parents, the last 1.5 years has been a very eventful one for all of us. Lots of ups and downs have been there. Tough times have been there because of the pandemic. But we all have sailed through it and we have sailed through it successfully because we have been there for each other. At the onset, dear parents, I would like to extend my heart to each one of you for support in this venture of online classes in these difficult times. I can see how wonderfully the children have been connected to their teachers through the online platform, and how parents are also making every effort to make these teaching learning platforms and practices a successful one. Parents, life needs to move on, we need to move ahead, we need to look for options when the obstacles come our way, and I can say that very proudly that as a school we have done our bit, and at the same time as parents, students, of you have also done a. Slowly, we are moving towards schools reopening. A few classes are already being conducted hybrid in school. Class 8, 9, 10th is being conducted for the last 2 months now. But slowly we are opening up for the primary section also, and hopefully by January the whole school will open. Although initially we will be following the hybrid model of teaching and learning for the safety of our students, but I'm sure that we will be able to get back into a complete offline mode also very soon. Parents, do send your children to school when we open up, because you can be rest assured from our end that all protocols and all SOPs related to COVID and related to the safety and well-being of our children will be followed by the school 100% of the time. Thank you for showing your support in all our ventures. I'm sure now that slowly we'll be opening up, it will be a difficult time. Children will come back, maybe with some skills will need to be honed more than just the academic part of the teaching learning. But I can assure you from the school's end that whatever will be required to ensure the smooth transition back into the classrooms, we will make sure no stone is left unturned, no facilities are falling short, and we will be able to help our children settle down into a normal school very soon. On that note, parents, enjoy the event today, this online annual cultural day, where the children have put in a lot of efforts, and those efforts have been supplemented by the parents also back home when they have done the recordings and send it to us. The class teachers and the co-curricular teachers have also worked hard to bring this program to you today. Enjoy it. Wishing all the best to everyone. Please stay safe and stay connected to the school. Thanks once more.
Dear parents, a warm welcome to all of you to our 34th annual cultural program, Crescendo. We present before you the report of the primary section for the academic year 2021-22. It's said that there is a powerful driving force inside every human being that, once unleashed, can make any vision, dream, or desire a reality. It is this very force which has got reflected in all what has been done in this special academic year. The pandemic posed a challenge to all of us, and working in this new environment as well as embracing the new opportunities that it offered, I can proudly say that we all, that is you parents, we teachers and our dear students, have definitely succeeded. The new academic year continued with the online classes with teachers and students confined in their respective abodes. To various online tools and resources. Those were incorporated into their teaching, thus making the learning process a more enriching and fruitful one. Awards fill in us pride, immense joy, and a sense of responsibility to do good work continuously. Our school is now ISO 210001 2018 certified. Our school was awarded with National School Award for Kindergarten section under the category Best Preschool of the Year Maharashtra 2021. Our school was also awarded the National School Awards for Commendable Contribution in Changing the Education System Maharashtra 2020. Our teacher, Miss Monica Fernandez, was awarded for a lesson presented at the World Education Fellowship. Our school has been ranked 8th amongst the top 15 schools in Mumbai and 3rd best in Zone B for National International Curriculum in the Times of India School Ranking 2021. Our school is ranked number 1 in India under the top international schools, parameter wise for co curricular education in a survey conducted by Education Today. Our school has been ranked 21st in Mumbai, 34th in Maharashtra, and 91st in India amongst the top international schools in the country by Education World. Our school has been awarded for excellence in use of blended learning, the challenging times of pandemic by Navbharat Times. Our principal, Ms. Poonam Arora, has been felicitated for the 3rd Nari to Narayani Sanman 2021. Our principal has been awarded with Acharya Chanakya Shikshavad Samman 2020. It's a matter of pride to share with you our results. Our IGCSE toppers are Ms. Mahika Gaikwad with 95.67%, Master Chaitra Samant with 95.17%, and Ms. Aisha Sheikh scoring 94.83%. Our SSC toppers are Master Mohammad Zaheen Khan with 96.40%, Ms. Ketki Jadhav with 96.20%, and Ms. Sara Mahadik with 95.20%. We celebrated different important days virtually. Yoga Day, Music Day, Independence Day, Mentors Day, Teachers Day, and Children's Day. Teachers and students participated wholeheartedly, exhibiting in accordance with the curriculum as they serve an excellent purpose of enhancing the learning process. Different activities were conducted in the online classes wherein the learners acquired first-hand information and enriched their knowledge. Co-curricular activities are intended to develop social and intellectual skills, moral, cultural and ethical values, personality development and character advancement in students. Keeping this in mind, we have conducted online classes for art, craft, physical education, digital literacy, music, and global perspective. Dear parents, learning can't stop in spite of all the challenges, and it's with your support in every endeavor that we have undertaken in the past, and we are confident of getting the same in the future. I thank you all for gracing today's occasion. Once again, my heartfelt gratitude to all parents for being so cooperative and understanding.
Aerobics can be a great way to have fun. Start your blood pumping and get your body in shape. Aerobics is for all ages, kids, teens, and adults. Are you ready? Let's begin.
Hands up, down, up, down. Everybody now, put one hand in the air. One hand in the air. And we go from left to right. Watch this. Left, right. Left, right. Two more times. Jump to right. No, clap and wave. Come on, clap and wave. Clap and wave. Come on, clap and wave. Everybody come. Follow the leader, leader, leader. Follow the leader. 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 Now repeat after me. You're repeating after me. Everybody repeat after me. Watch me. Say I love soca. Now somebody, anybody, everybody scream. Follow the leader, leader, leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader, leader, leader. Follow the leader. On four, we gonna jump and wave. On four, we gonna jump and wave. Let me go. One, get ready to jump. Two, get ready to jump. One, two, one, two, three, four. Jump and wave. Jump and wave. Jump and wave. Jump, jump, jump. Sing the room. The room. The room is on. You don't wanna let the burn, burn, burn. Come on. Follow the leader, leader, leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader, leader, leader. Follow the leader. Now, we're down to four. We're going to move to the left 4 times. In other words, you stay left until I say you come back to the right. And anytime you hear the word central, central means to jump and wave. Are you ready? We're gonna move to the left 4 times. One, get ready to move. Two, get ready to move. One, two, one, two, three, move. Move back to the left. Move back to the left. Stay left. Move back to the left. Move back to the left. To the right. Move back 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 to the right. Central, jump away. Everybody, jump away. Everybody, jump away. Everybody, jump, jump, jump. Follow the leader, leader, leader. Follow the leader. Follow the leader, leader, leader. Follow the leader. And freeze.
I couldn't resist myself. I think I need something sweet after this energetic performance. My friends are here with some chocolate. Chocolate, chocolate, yummy. Mmm, everyone loves chocolate. Have you ever dreamed about a bungalow that is made up of chocolate? Let's listen to one of the most amazing birthday recitations that describes each thing that is in the chocolate bungalow.
असावा सुंदर चॉकलेटचा बंगला असावा सुंदर चॉकलेटचा बंगला चॉकलेटचा बंगल्याला टॉफीचे दार चॉकलेटच्या बंगल्याला टॉफीचे दार शेतीच्या झुक्यानं झाडून जाईल झाड शेतीच्या झुक्यानं झाडून जाईल झाड असावा सुंदर चॉकलेटचा बंगला लेमनच्या खिडकीआलो लेमनच्या खिडकीआलो हॅलो हॅलो करायला छोटासा फोन हॅलो हॅलो करायला छोटासा फोन असावा सुंदर चॉकलेटचा बंगला संधीच्या झाडामागे चाललेला राहत संधीच्या झाडामागे चाललेला राहत मोठ्याच्या फुलाचे टप्पाची उंच झोक्याचा खेळ रंगला मैरेचा पिंजरावर टांगला मैरेचा पिंजरावर टांगला किती किती सुंदर चॉकलेटचा बंगला असावा सुंदर चॉकलेटचा बंगला असावा सुंदर चॉकलेटचा बंगला चंदेरी सोनेरी चमचमता चांगला चंदेरी सोनेरी चमचमता चांगला असावा सुंदर चॉकलेटचा बंगला असावा सुंदर चॉकलेटचा बंगला
I'm gonna have some chocolate after listening to this presentation. We have different ways of expressing our feelings. Dance is one such way of expressing ourselves. So get set ready to tap your feet with excitement and joy.
Don't think about it, just move your body. Listen to the music, sing oh eh, oh. Just move those left feet, go ahead, get crazy. Anyone can do it, sing oh eh, oh. Show the world you got that fire. Feel the rhythm getting louder. Show the world what you can do, prove to them you got the moves. Hey, I don't know about you, but I feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. I'm better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. And we can do this together. I bet you feel better when you're dancing. Yeah, yeah. When you finally let go and you say that solo, 'cause you
Sarah?
Yes, miss.
Yes, yes. Fine. Put off, put it off. Mute yourself. So, parents, I'm sure you all have enjoyed today's program. Our little ones have performed with so much
Yes, Miss.
enthusiasm and zest. I'm sure this will definitely remain a part of our cherishable memories. As the curtain falls on the 34th annual cultural program of Bombay Cambridge International School and the West, I take this opportunity to extend my most sincere and deep sense of gratitude to the following people who made today's event a great success. Our wonderful parents for cooperating and putting in efforts to make this annual day a unique one. Our chairman, Sri Vikram Patel, CEO, Ms. Achuma Matthew, HR in charge, Ms. Upasana Saraf, for their constant motivation and encouragement. Our principal, Ms. Poonam Arora, our secondary head, Ms. Aarti Khan, garden head, Ms. Tasneem Khan, our school manager, Ms. Savita Parab, our HR, our head IPR, Ms. Suma Menon, our curricular advisor, Ms. Rekha Bandhu, for your constant inspiration and guidance. A very creative and super talented IT team for their help in the smooth functioning of today's event, without whom this virtual annual day would not have been possible, as well as our very own teachers for their unconditional support. I would also like to thank the dignitaries and the esteemed guests who have joined us for today's program. Last but not the least, our children for putting up such a fantastic show. Parents, I hope you all have enjoyed today's program. Kindly give your valuable feedback in the chat box. You can also mail your feedback and suggestions on the class ID given in the chat box. Thank you once again, everyone. Parents and students, kindly rise for the national anthem.
Miss Inside Park is not there. Miss, program is over. Oh, program not over.